everybody, so guess what? Hold on, thirsty. I'm coming to y'all with a different video in a different setting. Clearly, it's not hair or anything, but I'm just in my little chair and I got my journal, which means we got something going on other than a hair tutorial and a product review. So initially I started something that I already presented to my Instagram followers, but I'm not going to present it to you guys yet until I actually record the content so that you guys can see it. But yeah, so today I am going to do a video. I did a poll on my Instagram to see how many people, I get so many questions about being engaged and young at the same time. And so I did a poll on my Instagram about, like how many people would like to see a video of me recording, talking about how it feels to be engaged at 21 while in college, about to get married, literally in 4 months, exactly 4 months, on the 15th of February. And a lot of people, they wanted to know. So I'm filming it, and I wrote down some stuff in my journal so that I can remember what to talk about. Let me give you a background, just in case you don't know. My fiance and I, we've been together officially since October 13th of 2016, but we've always had history. In 2013, so like our 10th grade, our sophomore year of high school. We'll get into that. Listen, honey, wasn't always roses and peaches even after we actually got together. It wasn't. But that might be a separate video about he and I. But that's just, a background of it. I've been engaged for a year and almost 2 months. And I'll be getting married in June of this year. So let's just get right into it. Oh, and I'm a junior in college. And he's in the Army. We're both the same age, 21. He's just a month and some days older than me. So, how does it feel being engaged at 21 while in college and about to get married? Have I gotten any backlash? Okay, so the first thing that I'll talk about how I feel is it's exciting. And it's also sometimes nervous. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything in this video. I want to give you guys the truth. I don't want to, give you guys like surfacey stuff. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to pout everything within this video because I need, I feel like I have other things that I can talk about to share with you guys. And I don't want this video to be long, but I also don't want it to be short with, really nothing that I'm talking about to get the point across or whatever. So anyway, it's been exciting and it's also been sometimes nervous. So let me talk about the nervousness. The nervousness comes from the fact that I am 21, he's 21, and we're getting married. Like, you only hear about people getting married when they're in their mid-20s, late 20s, 30s, even 40s, I got a burp. But anyway, but not when they're 21. But I'm noticing that there's so many people in our generation, the millennial age, that are getting married at a young age. And I'm actually going to talk about that at the end of the video because I have so much to say about that. Like, kudos to us, and I'm really proud of us. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. But it's just, it can get nervous. Like, when you think about it, oh my gosh, I'm about to be a wife. I'm about to have a husband. I'm about to, I'm leaving my mama. I'm leaving my daddy. But, I'm always going to be a daddy's girl. I'm always going to be a mama's girl. So that really doesn't change. But in the Bible, the son, he leaves his father, and he becomes a husband. He has now a wife to take care of. He has someone to lead. And even for the woman, you can no longer really just call on your mom and your dad to give you money, to shop for you, to put money in your account and things like that. And I know I have, the parents that I've been fortunate to have the parents, anything that I need, they're always going to provide. Always. And and I appreciate that about my parents. But that's where the nervousness comes from, because I know that my life is about to change drastically until the last day I'm on this earth. And then it's just also exciting because I'm about to be somebody's wife. Like, that's kind of weird saying that. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it's kind of weird saying that, but at the same time, it's exciting. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Look at the definition of excitement. You'll get it. But so yeah. So the first thing I can say is it's exciting, and it's also um, sometimes nervous. Okay. The second thing, mind blowing. I am mind blown because I did not see my life like this. I did not imagine myself being engaged at the time at 20 years old and about to, you know, be married at 21. I did not envision my life to be this way. I didn't even envision my life to be with Jakari at this time. And, you know, God just has different plans. Like, our plans are not his. Like, they don't always go according to how we want them to go. If you're close to me, they know that I don't, like, before Jakari, I didn't date. I wasn't someone that was comfortable enough to just date, period. I was mean. Like, I was mean to guys. I wasn't approachable. I wasn't about that life, period. And it's not because I've had any bad experiences with guys or anything, or, you know, like something bad happened to me. I just had standards. And no one could meet those standards. And I wasn't about to waste my time. I didn't want to be that girl that was dating so many guys just to find the right one, which I don't find him. He finds me. But I didn't want to go through all of that. I wanted to save myself the time. I wanted to save myself the frustration. I wanted to save myself, we can't talk. I can't do this. I wanted to save that. And I knew that the standards that I had and still have, my worth, it wasn't, you know, I just wasn't about to do it. I just couldn't. And even Jakari didn't amount up to those standards, you know, and it didn't make him less of a person. He just did not meet those standards. And that's why it took him until 2016 to get his first kiss from me, because I wasn't easy, and he will tell you that. I was not easy. I was hard to get, and I was also confusing. Like, I was really confusing. There were times I didn't know what I wanted, and then there were times where, like, okay, I want him, and then there would be times where I just couldn't make the decision on my own. I was, you know, like, hearing noises in my ear, and it caused me to not make decisions for myself. And not even that. One mistake that I also made was telling people our downfalls, telling people the things that we went through, you know. And people don't forget that, especially when they're protective over you. They don't forget those things. And so when we did decide to stick it out, when we decided to say, yes, we're going to go for it, it wasn't easy, you know. It wasn't easy. People weren't for it, you know. And it took my mom some time. It took my sister some time. It took a couple people some time. But yeah, I didn't date. Okay, since I've been engaged, I've gotten so many questions and so much judgment from people. And unfortunately, it's been married people. It's been people in the church. It's been grown folks. It's been single folks. But most importantly, it's unfortunately been people in the church and grown people who are married. I could say that, you know, like, around the time we got engaged, at that time, before that, like, I was just like, I want to marry, I want to marry, I want to marry. Okay, guys, so for some reason, I'm not sure what happened. My camera probably automatically stopped recording. But right here, I'm just talking about how so many people figured that we were rushing to get married for certain reasons. And you're going to hear that a little bit further into the clip. But I just wanted to say that so you guys don't be like, how did she go from here to here? But yeah, I think my camera cut off. So if you ask me then, yes. Honestly, yeah, I would say that we were rushing. But as soon as it happened, I just knew God was like, not yet. Like, the time that we wanted to, no one really knew this, but the time that we wanted to, it was too soon. And I knew that we weren't ready at that time. And when we talked about it, and I was like, babe, you know, like, we need to wait. Like, we need to wait at least until the following year. Like, we need to wait. And as soon as we agreed on that, it was like a heavy load lifted off of me. And so yeah, but we're not doing this for the wrong reasons. Some people think, you know, I'm ready to have sex. If I'm ready to have sex, I would have been had sex. And sex is not just the penis going into the vagina. Sex is oral. I've had plenty of times to do all of those things. And if I really wanted to, we would have went the next day to go to the courthouse. So it's just amazing what people say. 4, I've questioned, am I ready for this life? And before, I used to feel bad for feeling that way. But then as I talk to people like my mom and like other trusted married couples or older people that have much, like a lot of wisdom, I learned that that's normal. And it's a good sign to be nervous, and it's a good sign to, feel things like this. And once I learned that, I didn't feel bad. Again, I'm taking on a new journey in my life. And it's not, marriage isn't something that you just say yes to and then you walk away from it. Marriage is not just to receive the bliss of your wedding day when you have a crowd of witnesses and people, there to witness the holy matrimony of 2 people coming together to say yes to a covenant under God. It's not about the reception. Like, there's life after that. You don't just get married for that. And so, I think ahead, and I've questioned, am I really ready for this? But truth is, we're never ready for anything. You can be certain, but 9 times out of 10, you're rarely ready for anything. I wasn't ready for college, but I'm here. 5, exciting. Blessings, it's exciting because blessings come out of marriages, and blessings, they flow from that. Just like blessings flow from a yes from God, just saying a yes to God, I'm stepping into a season of my life, a different season of my life, and that's exciting because I'm marrying the love of my life. I'm marrying my best friend. I get to create life one day with my best friend. I get to do ministry with my best friend. I get to walk in my purpose with my best friend, seeing that. I get to walk in, we get to walk in our purposes together. Because marriage is a ministry. Marriage is not about you. Marriage is, the glory of God comes from that. It's not you that comes from that. It's the glory of God. Anything you do, God has to get the glory. That's why it always has to be a purpose behind what you do. And it's not for you. It's not to be seen. It's not for anybody to give you a... No. It's for the glory of God. And I feel like as people, we fall short of that all the time. I'm guilty of it. It's exciting. Like, when I think of all the things, like, I don't know, he's my best friend. Like, I don't, sometimes I'm just left speechless. 6, challenging. Y'all. Listen. The growth process has been unreal. Like, if y'all knew where we, oh my gosh, like in high school, listen, baby, it wasn't it. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. It wasn't it. In 2016, 2017, okay, we grew. 2018, okay, we really getting somewhere. Like, we really, like, each year we've grown. Individually and as a couple, we've grown. And overall, there have been some very challenging moments because there's certain things and certain situations that we are in that causes it to stretch us. Like, God will stretch you. When you're with somebody, it's not about you. Versus you being single, you can make whatever decision you want without being consciously aware, although that's kind of false because it still impacts the people around you, your family, your friends, whatever. But from a relational standpoint, you're single. You ain't got to worry about this decision going to hurt my boyfriend, my girlfriend, my husband, my fiance, my wife, whatever. Excuse me. But yeah, like, it has literally stretched me. Like, it showed me how selfish I was and how selfish I could be. It showed me myself. It showed me how my heart wasn't always in the right place, as far as I would do things not even knowing that what I was doing was because of my selfishness. There was a moment where I lost Jakari, almost, and we almost lost each other, and it was because of my selfishness. But he always constantly affirmed me. He constantly, you know, took those negative things that I would say to myself that he would hear and throw something good back at me. He would help me become a better person, and that's what Jakari does. He does that. He helps me be better. He helps me just in whatever. He pushes me. He supports me, and he never lets me feel like crap. Lastly, the biggest thing is that Jakari and I, we call our journey, this journey of being young, engaged, about to become a married couple at the age of 21, we call this journey Defying the Odds. We are doing what so much of society sees as it can wait. While you're in a rush, you have your whole life planned ahead of you. And if you continue to listen to those things, you will miss out. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you want to see more videos like this, which there are some coming, but give me some suggestions or anything, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But thank you guys so much. Also, go back to my previous videos, check them out, like them, watch them, comment on them, something, okay? But yeah, alright guys, peace out.